Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straight Smile Solutions, and today I'm going to talk about the E-space trick or the Leeway space trick in order to correct a very, very mild class 2 or mild class 3 dentition, AP discrepancy, sagittal discrepancy in a growing child. This only works in a child who's about age 9 through 10, okay? So let me explain a little bit more how that works. And I'm doing my best. I was looking for some great images and I didn't have any. So I'm gonna do my best to explain it. So this is flush terminal plane. This is pretty much normal, what you're gonna see in a lot of patients. They're gonna be a little bit class 2E, that's not abnormal. But in a patient maybe that has a little bit of overjet that's like this, if you do not take some type of action, you're gonna get to be more class 2 in permanent dentition. Why? Okay, well, let me show you why. Well, I'm gonna do my best because I'm trying to hold this phone and point things at the same time. But you've got what we call E's here, which is your A and your J, your K and your T. Hopefully I'm using those numbering systems right because I call them E's. But when you lose your E's, hang on, let me get a permanent dentition one. Give me 1 second. Okay, now I've got my permanent guy. When you lose your E's, you have premolars that come in, right? Your 5s. 5s are a lot smaller than E's. So we have something called a leeway space differential, which is about 2 millimeters, 1.5-ish per tooth. So if you do nothing, everything just kind of sorts itself out. Usually the molars will just slide forward a little bit. This is okay, but if you have a slight class 2, you can control this. So what you do in a slight class 2 is you want to put some type of anchorage on the top on your molars. And assuming that these are 6s and these are E's and these are D's, okay? If you put some type of anchorage on the 6s, like a Nance is probably my favorite, it will brace those teeth so that when you lose your A and your J or your E's, it won't slide forward. That creates about 1.5 millimeters-ish of extra space. So this will only work in a case that only is a teeny tiny bit of class 2 with a teeny tiny bit of overjet. And I would only do this if you check the Ceph and you're not looking for an airway improvement by growing the lower jaw and you're not looking for a chin improvement. If you really like the profile already, if the patient's not having airway issues where we need to grow a lower jaw. This is a quick and sneaky and low cost fix for someone that has slight class 2, so that hopefully later you don't have to struggle with elastics. That is the trick. So it's a really cheap appliance that probably has a less than $100 lab fee that could be placed in these patients. And then once all the teeth come in and out and the patient is 12 or 13, it should be a really easy fix. Can't make promises though, but that's how that works. The opposite can be used in terms of a slight class 3 patient. Same thing goes. You've got your lower E's, which I believe are, goodness, K and T. I hope I said that right. When those get lost, we have our lower 5s that come in, which are a lot smaller. So if you put a lingual arch in on a slight class 3 patient, maybe with edge-to-edge occlusion, and again, you don't want to do this trick unless you've taken a Ceph and you know that the patient doesn't need maxillary advancement. And also this isn't going to work if the patient is predisposed to late mandibular jaw growth genetically. They might continue to grow until they're 18, 19, 20. So this is no guarantee. But in a very minor case, this will help by putting a lingual arch in, waiting till all the teeth come in and out. That'll create a little extra wiggle room space we call leeway space around where the lower 5s are, and you can later with braces or aligners use that space and you can avoid more difficult mechanics or elastics. Hopefully that was helpful. So ask your pediatric dentist about leeway space anchorage if they don't know what it's about. We have a lot of content regarding phase 1 mechanics for phase 1 orthodontic cases on our website, Straight Smile Solutions, as well as a phase 1 course. All right, thanks so much.